Hello. Our dearly beloved Master Kamleshji, all our dear brothers and sisters, it is so heartening to an Abhyasi like me to see such a huge gathering, to attend our Master's first birthday as Master of our system and as President of our mission. This morning I was telling him, it's not you who is celebrating your birthday, we are celebrating your birthday, so you must ask some of us to speak and felicitate you. Our Master Chariji often used to say, even a master requires appreciation, recognition of what he is doing. He is also a human being. The moment he is master, many of us forget this and feel that he is master, therefore he is doing this and that, he is traveling all over the world, he is working night and day, he remembers everybody, he has taken over everyone's problems, everyone's progress in this infinite journey towards the spiritual destination. He is master, therefore he is doing it. But he is also concurrently, simultaneously, a human being. We should appreciate this. As the mission expands and grows phenomenally, exponentially, we should remember that we cannot have that much time with him physically, but we must stand with him, follow him, obey him, cooperate with him, and try to be of help in carrying out the vision and the mission he has undertaken. Each one of us has a role to play to make him happy in this huge enterprise for the sake of the vast humanity which is yet to enter into the portals of spirituality. The hierarchy of masters, they have handed down a tradition, a method, and an organization called Sri Ramchandra Mission. The method called Sahaj Marg. And that is our legacy, proud legacy. We should be proud of all that, proud of our masters, living and past. It's like an illustrious family, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and the ancestors. Down the line, they have some values, they have had some social prominence, a role to play in the development of their society. Therefore, everyone in that lineage is proud. And this pride commits ourselves to the continuance of the traditions and the values. It is a great responsibility and a burden on each one of us to ensure that we as Abhyasis are seen as partakers and participants and inheritors of these great spiritual traditions. One day or the other we will be numerous. And the vast run of humanity is going to change. And the masters are the change initiators, catalysts, whatever you call them, agents of change. Of course, it is a very challenging problem for individuals like us, including me, to agree to this prospect of change because we are so much wedded to our own belief systems, our own customs, ways of life, our divisions, our prejudices, and that puts a block in the path of the masters. It is the compassion of our masters towards humanity to have ensured the continuity of the masters. We have all known Kamleshji as a brother, valued brother, an exemplary brother. I first started seeing him in Gayatri in the 1980s when I was a new Abhyasis. I saw him coming and going, visiting our beloved master, Chariji. A very nice person, open, cheerful, a broad smile. I used to think, this young man resembles that great actor, Omar Sharif, that nice moustache, and the eyes, everything very sharp. And it was easy for me to fall into his brotherhood, friendship. I visited the US in 1989. I was short of dollars. Those days, India government used to give us only $50. We were very conjuice at that time, our Reserve Bank. And I sent a request to Kamleshji, and he asked, how much do you need? This was his response. How much? It was an open-ended offer, you see. This largeness of heart I noticed, this generosity. Not only to me, all along, silently, quietly, he has been helping Abhyasis. Abhyasi brothers, many of them have been recipients of his help. People who are in dire straits. See, it is the humanness, the human love, human concern, the human commitment which mark the masters. They are not only talking about the higher reaches of spirituality all the time. They are great human beings. I saw it in my Chariji. I see it in him. For me, this is the first goal, leave alone the eternal goal which he will take care of. My first goal is to be a good human being, to be concerned about others, to be helpful to others. When we talk so much about heartfulness, I often feel, let us have a movement within for our Abhyasis, helpfulness.org. We should be service-minded. We often talk about Swami Vivekananda. A master was telling me this morning that in the morning meditation he had a grand vision of Swami Vivekananda. He is overseeing what we are doing. He is lending his support, inspiration. And that was the man who said, you have to see God in man. Nobody can serve God. When you serve man, you are serving God. Among Abhyasis also, we should develop this conviction and faith that serving Master means I have to serve my brothers and sisters. When they are in trouble, I have to do something. Whenever we enter, senior citizens enter here, I do not see any help extended by our volunteers to find them a seat, to conduct them to their places, to say, here is a seat, please come, brother. Or concern for the elderly, concern for parents, concern for our sisters, concern for our children. Helpfulness. Helpfulness is a manifestation of our heartfulness. If the heart is full with him, our master, the heart will tell us, go to his help. Never mind what the world will say. World will be always critical. They will attribute motives to you. Ignore. Follow the dictates of the heart. That is Sahaj Marg. Chariji talked about this ad infinitum, ad nauseam. The heart, the heart, the heart. Change of heart and transformation of human character from its selfishness, from its own desires, sense of competition, jealousies, divisions and prejudices, These should not come anywhere near us. If we want to create a new society, a new humanity worthy of our Master's love, we should change all this, and for that change, the change starts with us, each individual. The Master cannot keep on criticizing us, berating us for lack of change. We have to change. It is our responsibility. I cannot merely say my Master will take care of me, but I will continue with my own style of life, my own way of life, my own prejudices and hatred. Then we are negating the teachings of our Masters, negating the relevance of a living Master. If we cannot follow the precepts set to us, high standards set to us by our Masters. So when we talk about the living Master, his task is not easy. I have seen for 30 years what Chariji attempted, how much he had to work for our transformation, to take us forward there. You see, the very striking thing about these Masters is their compassion. They have this strange ability to ignore our failings. They understand human failings. And yet they will take us home. Today I was telling our Master that I don't seem to have improved. I still have some problems, so many problems. Then he said, leave them to the one to whom you have surrendered. This is the least that we can do. Leave them to the one we have surrendered to, the Master. Let it be his responsibility to take care of our spiritual future. Let us do what is our duty now. One day in Tirupur, I was with Chariji Maharaj, and probably Kamleshji was also present there. As usual, Master was pulling my leg, my attachment to Bangalore, frequent visits to Bangalore and things like that. Then I said, Master, even as a father forgives his son, you have to forgive us. Then Master said, I have not come to forgive you. I have come to take you there. He knew his responsibility, his commitment. He said, I have come to take you there. The other day I was reading a book about the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. They lived with God. That is the title of the book. And I found many of these disciples were not very pure people, not very pious people. Some of them were drunkards, some of them were gamblers, some of them were liars, cheats. But yet they kept coming to Sri Ramakrishna. And Ramakrishna will not discard them or reject them. Slowly their lives changed. Slowly, very slowly. While other disciples went on complaining about their activities, Ramakrishna used to smile. He was like a mother. A mother doesn't look at the faults of the children. Our Masters have been like that. So, if we keep following the Masters, if we don't reject them, if we start frequenting them, attending the functions, attending satsangs, instead of spending our valuable time elsewhere in some other company, some other pursuits of life, keep coming, keep coming. That is what I have been doing 30 years. Although I considered myself always as an unfit person, a misfit here, but yet I have kept coming to Master. I could not run away from him. Why? His love. Despite my faults, he loved me. Despite our faults, he loves us. That love is the eternal binding factor between the two of us. So let us awaken this love. Let the love flower in our hearts. And this love should not only be addressed to him, but through him to everyone, the whole universe. That is the expansion the Masters expect in us. That is the expansion of consciousness. Not merely lecturing or talking, but to show in our behavior, attitude of service, commitment to all our brothers, wherever they are, not only in the mission, but also outside. So every Abhyasi becomes an ambassador, a brand ambassador, as they say, of Sajmar, a representative of his master, wherever he goes. And his effect will be felt wherever he is, in his office, in his family, in his society, in his workplace, in the bazaar, in the shopping malls, in the restaurants, wherever you go and sit, you will create your effect of the master without your even being aware of it. But people will be affected by your presence. That is the way our heartfulness will flower and flood this earth with Master's love. On this glorious occasion, let us offer our felicitations, our support, our love, obedience, reverence for the Master. And let him feel happy in the years to come, shepherding us, guiding us, and taking us to the goal. I thank him for his patience in listening to all this nonsense I have been talking. I hope he feels happy today on the eve of his first birthday in the mission. His master's master, has been blessing him, supporting him, assuring him, promising him, the wherewithal to carry out this tremendous task. We should all sympathize with him in this aspect. And we should not create problems of indiscipline and non-cooperation. Allow our egos to have their play and affect the brotherhood. I thank you all.